Armstrong. We've got two mascots today, Craig McDowell and Jordan McDonald. Craig is 11, Jordan 9, and their favourite players are Colin Armstrong. If we can go through the town team for today's encounter: number 1, Mark Mulligan; number 2, Paul Penrice; number 3, Tony Kay; number 4, Paul Burns; number 5, Paul Bond; number 6, Darren Carter; number 7, Dean Marwood; number 8, Gary Schubert; number 9, Mark Roskell; number 10, Peter Riley; number 11, Martin Oglenby; number 12, Colin Armstrong; number 13, Brad Heppy. Today's substitutes are number 14, Gary Smith, and number 15, Ian Scott. Two captains assemble in the middle. Both need no introduction. Colin Armstrong, he's been around Carlisle, Hull KR, and now Workington. Well, the man on the left, Dean Bell, captain of Wigan, and what haven't this Wigan side done? So I'm sure Town want to get stuck into this Wigan side. Today's encounter. Remember, Regal Trophy sponsoring the competition. Today's referee is Mr. Holdsworth from Kippax, and with the red flag, Mr. Phelan, and the yellow flag, Mr. Jones. So it'll be Wigan to start the game, kicking towards the river end. Town notable absentee, the big Fijian, James Pickering, still out with an ankle injury, so it'll be Farrer to start the game. Kicks it deep. Taken well by Carter, onto Schubert. Schubert takes the first drive in, but well tackled as Skerritt went flying in. Surely there'll be a penalty there, but nothing given by Mr. Holdsworth. Looked a little bit of offside. Skerritt well up there. Miss out one. But then Oglenby trying to drive it away. Armstrong drives it up through Dermot, but Skerritt again in on the tackle, but Armstrong made a good 10 yards. Back to Mulligan. Mulligan, good kick in. Down Boddicker, but Boddicker takes it well. Right into the Town defence, and they force him back and into touch. That's good play by Town. That's raised the vocal support. They won't like that, will Wigan? It'll be the Town feed at that scrum just inside the Wigan half, if this crowd can lift the Town side, as they are doing. So it'll be a scrum. Town feed, come up with it, Marwood onto Carter. Good tackle coming in there though. Marwood from acting half-back, but offside Wigan. Caught very, very early, Mr. Holdsworth right on the job. New Rugby League ruling say it must be 10 yards. So it's now the leading point scorer in Rugby League, Dean Marwood. Hoping to extend his lead in this. Remember, his nearest rival is the Wigan fullback, Frano Boddicker. So this could be the start Town want. Inside 2 minutes, Marwood has a chance to kick at goal from the offside decision. Crowd hushed. So Marwood has got a chance. Lofts it, but it's just drifted wide. We can get a chance to run it out. That man taking his bets. Good tackle there by Roskell. Wigan in possession for the first time, but getting no change out of the Town defence. Dermot onto Cowie. Cowie runs into Armstrong and Heppy, who upend him and dump him to the ground. That's what the crowd will want. Cowie not happy with it. Skerritt, and he's thumped to the ground again by Armstrong. So these Wigan lads don't like being tackled. Clark has a run at them. Almost through, looking for support, but he's dumped to the ground by Oglenby. It's the last tackle. Dermot, back to Edwards. Edwards tries to put a probing kick in. Taken by Bond. Runs it back at them. Good tackle done by Panapper and Bell. Burns pushes one off, then runs through them. Roskell miss out one, then onto Marwood. Nobody with him though. Roskell just organising things at the hub. Carter, but no way through. Roskell onto Marwood. Marwood, then onto Heppy. Heppy runs right into Betts though before he does the tackling. Last tackle. Roskell back to Mulligan. Mulligan towards Fire, who lets it bounce, then picks it up. Infield onto Botica. But dumped to the ground. The Fire running it infield, pushing them off. Then he's dumped to the ground. 3 in on the tackle. Panapa onto Bell. Bell stepping inside one. Still on his feet, then tackled. 4.5 minutes gone, no points on the board. Dermott onto Edwards. Edwards looking for runners. Then onto Betts, but Betts tackled well by Heppy and Roskell and Schubert. Dermott onto Skerritt. Skerritt trying to barge his way through, but again 3 in on the tackle. Dermott onto Edwards. Edwards probing again with a kick. He hoists one. Mulligan's under it. Takes it well. Just a little bit of offside, but nothing given by Mr. Holdsworth. Then on to Penrice, running it infield. So a very, very lively start. On to Riley. Riley pushes one off. Tackled by Bell though, a little high, but nothing given again by Mr. Holdsworth. On to Armstrong. Armstrong runs it to Dermott and Cowie before they bring him down. Again, good yardage made though. Roskell goes blind onto Heppy. Heppy has a run at them, pushes them off. But still they don't bring him down. Roskell back to Mulligan. Mulligan kicks through though and finds touch. So a lively start by Town in the early stages. 6 minutes gone, no points on the board. It's a scrum about 12 yards inside the Wigan half. Robinson feeds, comes up with it onto Panapa going infield. Panapa runs at them, but tackled well by Carter and Oglenby. Robinson again onto Edwards this time. Edwards onto Bell. Bell onto Farrer. Farrer inside to a Fire, but a Fire quickly bottled up. Now look for the forwards, Platt. Good tackle there. Dermott, they've got a big line out this time. Edwards has been allowed to run with it. Betts, look forward. Nothing given. Fed inside to Skerritt. Cowie runs into Armstrong, push him off. Then there's a big gap. Still going Cowie. Good run by the prop. Last tackle. What will they try this time? Bell onto Robinson, onto Edwards. Edwards has got men over. Oh, they've got men here. And it's a try. Men over, the last tackle. And Wigan open the scoring on 7 minutes. Look, the forward pass in the previous move, but nothing given. So Botica puts the first score on the board. So from the far side, Brano Botica, former Rugby Union international, now Rugby League convert. He's certainly made a name for himself in Rugby League. He's trying to convert his own try. Is it there? Yes, it is. So that takes Wigan into a 6-0 lead after 7 minutes. So it'll be Town to restart. Mulligan punts it deep. Taken well there by Robinson. Feeds it on to Panapa, but Panapa runs into some stiff defence as Roskell does the tackling. Dermot from acting half-back. Onto these forwards. But again, they bring him down. Onto Betts. Skerritt's tackled. Dermot onto Platt. Platt through again. He's got Clark with him. Eventually wrestle him to the ground. Dermot onto Edwards. Edwards again puts the kick in. Mulligan lets it bounce. Then picks it up. Surely there weren't 10 yards there as Mulligan almost broke the first line. Robinson doing the tackling. Comes blind onto Heppy. Heppy pushes one off. But then the tackle's done. 10 yards outside the town 22. Roskell onto Marwood, then onto Armstrong. Comes into Platt, offloads onto Marwood. Then again onto Carter. Spills the ball low, picked up by Town. Well, it seemed to go back. But Mr. Holdsworth said not. So it's a scrum down just outside the town 22. Robinson feeds, comes up with it, but it's right through the middle and Heppy comes up with it. Tackled by Robinson at the base of the scrum. Good play by Town. Roskell this time onto Oglenby, trying to cut inside. Roskell tries to go himself. Tackled by Robinson though. Marwood. This time onto Riley. Riley runs it into Betts, but offside. Well, no. I don't know what Mr. Holdsworth's given there. Looks like a forward pass. I think he must have been the only one that spotted that one, but either way, it's a scrum down to Wigan. Surely that wasn't in. Edwards. Inside to Bell. Bell struggling to be brought down, but Tony Kerr does. The fire in from the left wing position. Goes himself. Then offloads onto Clark, back to Edwards. Got men over on that far side again, Farrer. But wrestled to the ground. Dermot signals left, then feeds it onto Edwards. A run around there again, miss out Clark, then onto Bell. Bell's got a fire with him, but prefers it Panapa. But Bond does the tackling and extinguishes the danger just outside the town 22. Dermot onto Edwards. Edwards onto Cowie. Cowie pushes one off. Still going, Neil Cowie, but Oglenby brings him down. As the fire makes his way to the left wing. Dermot onto Edwards. Edwards is probing run again. Looking for runners, then onto Betts. Betts still going. Good tackle there though by Mulligan. Last tackle this time. Clark onto Edwards. Onto Robinson. Is he over? No, he's held up well, so that's good defending by Town. Held them for a good set of 6. Come away with it. Surely a little offside, but nothing given by Mr. Holdsworth as Armstrong goes on the blind side. Roskell onto Tony Kerr, trying to run it wide of the ruck before he's tackled there by Platt. Crowd not happy about Mr. Holdsworth. Marwood onto Heppy. Heppy trying to... That looked round the neck by Bell, but he's tried to wrestle his way out of it. Schubert runs into Platt and Bell. It's not recommended. Last tackle. Back to Mulligan. Mulligan, good kick downfield. Past Botica and Panapa. They've got to chase it all the way back to their own 10-yard line. Now come on a run onto Panapa. Good tackle in there though, Roskell and Armstrong. 13.5 minutes gone. Wigan leads 6-0. Clark coming on a run. Good tackle there by Heppy and Roskell. Right around the midriff, onto Platt. But Platt still going, his workhorse of a man. Great Britain forward, Bell from acting half-back. Onto Edwards, they've got to start putting more pressure on Edwards. Betts, Jinx back inside, looking for support, but only finds Gary Schubert. So Town come up with it. Marwood from acting half-back. Onto Tony Kerr, he's got no support with him, tries to push off Farrer, but does the tackling, does Farrer on the grandstand side. Marwood from acting half-back. Onto Riley, Riley trying to step inside, but nowhere through this stiff Wigan defence. Roskell onto Marwood, miss out one, then onto Ogilvy, running it straight, but tackled by Skerritt and Cowie. Carter onto Marwood, onto Mulligan in the line, but runs into Platt and Clark. Heppy goes blind onto Armstrong, got support in Burns. Oh, Burns couldn't free the pass as Panappa does the tackle in, last tackle. Panappa onto Bell, Edwards, in the line comes Botica. Mr. Holdsworth spots something. Well, forward pass. Don't know whether he's made amends for that other one, but it's a scrum down, 10 yards outside the Wigan 22. Marwood feeds, comes up with it eventually, pushing off Robinson before he did the tackling. Bond has a run himself. Robinson does the tackling again though. Roskell onto Ogilvy, running it straight, just straight into the Wigan defence. Roskell onto Marwood, then onto Mulligan up in the line. Heppy, oh, just tackled there by Dermot. So he tries to push one off, he's still on his feet. Very strong man, this New Zealander. Roskell onto Marwood, missed out Schubert, then onto Carter. Carter onto Riley, but Riley's tackled on the Wigan 22. It's the last tackle. Will the hoist one? Onto Marwood, Marwood probing run, then a chip through. There's danger on here. Who's first there? And Botica fly hacks dead. So a good bit of enterprise by Town, kept it for a set of 6, controlled it well, and forced Wigan to fly hack it over, so it'll be a dropout. Crowd right behind this Town side as Wigan drop out. Goes down centre field. As far as Schubert. Schubert has a run right back at them. He really is flying in, and good run by Schubert before Clark did the tackling. Roskell onto Riley, another good run. Barnes through Robinson. Roskell onto Marwood. Marwood on Armstrong, switched again. Marwood, then onto Carter. Good play by Town, miss out Mulligan. And onto Bond, but Bond just can't keep hold of it. But good enterprising play by Town. They're not afraid to have a go at this Wigan side. They're giving them a runabout. They're puffing and panting there. Big Kelvin Skerritt. But Robinson prepares to feed as they scrum it down. On feet again, but nothing given. Panappa takes it in field. But 3 tacklers there. Edwards onto Bell. Bell onto Fryer. Infield, but again they jump into the ground unceremoniously. Hasn't been given a lot of space in this opening 17 minutes. Martin a fire. Edwards onto Skerritt, did well to keep hold of it, but good tackle by Gary Schubert right round the ankles. Cowie onto Farrer. Farrer trying to jink it in field, but again good tackling by Town. Dermot from acting half back onto Platt. Well, he loses the ball. Armstrong picks it up, feeds it onto Burns, who steps in field before Platt and Farrer do the tackling. Marwood onto Mulligan. 3 tacklers extinguish the danger again. Wigan looked offside as Riley goes on a burst. Tackled on halfway. Roskell blind onto Armstrong, does a juggling act but can't keep hold of it. Wigan go on the attack. Betts looking for support. Find Bell. But Bell's forced over towards the touchline by Penrice. The fire from Acton half-back, run around with Betts, then Betts takes it himself, but tackled him well. Platt. Another good run, but again the tackling's well by Roskell and Schubert. Dermot onto Robinson. Robinson onto Clark. Miss out Skerritt, then onto Botica. But again, nowhere through, and the 2 little half-backs of Carter and Marwood do the tackling. Farrer onto Clark. But last tackle, Town defending well. Can they keep him out on this sixth tackle? Botica onto Edwards, missed it. Referee said it went back. Dermot it is who hoists one. Mulligan's under it, takes it well. Tap on the 22. Armstrong wants to take it quick. Taps it to himself, then on to Heppy. Marwood. This time on to Oglenby. Pushes off Skerritt and Cowie, but they do the tackling on the Town 10-yard line. Roskell onto Armstrong. Armstrong did well to cut in field before Farrer did the tackling. Roskell onto Carter. Carter onto Riley. Riley stepping inside Platt, but unlucky, just brought down by Cowie. Marwood puts a punt in. Might even go too far with the hard ground. And just trickles dead by about a yard. Or does it? Well, referee Mr. Holdsworth seems to take the word of Mr. Botica. And it's a tap. Wigan take it quickly. Good play by Mr. Holdsworth. Spotted a high tackle but let play continue. As Platt again goes on a barnstorming run. I think he'll have Mr. Schubert this time. Penalises Town. "20 minutes gone, Wigan lead, 6 points to 0. Well, Edwards kicks the touch, doesn't gain much yardage, there wasn't a lot set up there. Robinson onto Skerritt, Skerritt trying to run it blind. But does well to stay in field as Riley and Burns did the tackling. Dermot onto Cowie, running it in field, but Oglenby and Armstrong do the tackling, the 2 second rows. Dermot dummies one way, then onto Platt. Platt steps around them, he's got a Betts in support, and Betts has a walk in. So good play from Acton round the fringes. And on 21 minutes, Dennis Betts extends the lead. Made by that man Clark.
Number 11, Dennis Betts.
Did you contend against Australia, Betts? Why are you kicking funny balls, Red? They got fucking Wigan like this!
So Botica from in front of the sticks should be a formality for a man of this calibre. Well, and it is. So Town have to fight back. 22 minutes gone, 12 points to 0 down. Should like to get a score on the board before half-time. Mulligan prepares to restart. 2 punts this time. Taken by Platt on the foot, drives it right back at them. Good tackle by Riley and Armstrong, finished off by Burns. Robinson, this time onto Skerritt. Trying to wriggle his way around, but no way through, and they do the tackling. Dermot, wide pass onto Edwards. Edwards onto Bell. Bell looking what options are on. Onto Farrer, but Farrer's tackled well there by Tony Kerr. Fire inside the Bell, then onto Betts to try scorer, but Roskell tackles him before he's offloaded. Dermot onto Edwards. Edwards trying to find Platt, and he does so. Last tackle though. Dermot back to Edwards. Kicks through. Penrice is there, good as a pass, runs it straight back at them. Runs into Cowie and Bell though, do the tackling on the Town 22. Marwood onto Mulligan. Tackled by Platt though. Marwood goes on a run himself. Platt does the tackling though. Roscoe onto Armstrong. He's trying to go around the fringes. Tackle just short of halfway. Switch then onto Tony Kay. Kay, good burst. But referee says he was knocked on. As Kay burst through the gap there. Robinson feeds, comes up with it. Onto Edwards this time, then onto Bell. Then onto Bottiger up in the line. Into a fire shown the outside but couldn't take it. Bell. Fire from acting halfback. Tries to go himself, then looks for support, but no way through. Dermot looking for runners, find Platt. Platt still going, offload onto Clark. Good tackle there by Ogilvie though. Dermot goes himself, looking for support. Then onto Edwards, Edwards onto Panappa, and Panappa goes in for a try. So quick. So in 25 minutes, Panappa extends the lead. Again, good support play and all done at pace. His third conversion, and it is. So that takes Wigan into an 18 points to 0 lead. Town make a substitution. So Ian Scott comes on for Gary Schubert after 26 minutes. Mulligan to restart again. Taken by Robinson. Got Panappa with him. Runs it straight back at them. You can fairly hear the crunching of the studs now on this very, very hard surface. Dermot onto Robinson. Miss out Clark. Then onto Bottiger up in the line. Bottiger breaks the first line, but Scott does the tackling. Skerritt. But referee gives a high tackle. I think Roscoe the offender. Edwards kicks to touch very, very quickly. Dermot onto Cowie. Cowie met by Roscoe and two of the tacklers. Dermot, miss out Betts, then on to Platt. Platt looking for support, but a forward pass. Otherwise they were in again. Good support play and a pace. So it's a scrum down about 5 yards outside the town 22. 28 minutes gone, Wigan lead 18 points to 0. Marwood feeds, good push by Wigan, but Town come up with it. Well taken there by Mulligan. But Robinson does the tackling. On to Scott. Substitute, still on his feet though as they wrestle him to the ground. This time on to Riley. Riley drives it straight and hard. Looked a little high by Cowie, but nothing given. Roscoe onto Marwood. Marwood onto Ogilvie, trying to wriggle his way around Skerritt. But Skerritt does the tackling. Roscoe wider onto Carter. Carter looking for runners, then push it back to Heppy as he pushes Platt away, still on his feet, Brad Heppy. There's not many people who'll do that to Andy Platt, and that's brought the crowd to life. Roscoe onto Marwood. Marwood puts a kick in. Taken well by Botica, who runs it straight back at them from his own 10-yard line. Pepe does the tackle in. Panapa runs it infield, but again that man Heppy, and he's lost the ball. Town come up with it onto Scott. Scott onto Carter, they've got a chance this time, wide onto Tony Kay. But he's held up on the Wigan 22. Marwood onto Scott. Scott almost through the first line, looking very lively since his introduction. Crowd right behind Town. Marwood, well, everybody's missed it. Heppy picks it up, thinks what his options are, then passes on to Burns, almost through, back to Heppy. Heppy pushes Clark off. Bond onto Carter. Carter jinks around Clark, then on the blind side onto Burns, steps in field. Good play on the Nada side. Marwood still jinking and probing onto Bond. Bond takes it in field. Looked a little high by Bell, nothing given. It's the last tackle. Marwood. Well, crowd cried for a knock on, but referee Mr. Holdsworth said it was off his feet. Can they keep them down here? Passing it in field onto Botica. But makes good yardage from his own goal line. Dermot onto Betts. Betts trying to run it out. Platt. Good tackle again coming in, this time from Oglenby and Heppy. Dermot tries to go himself, he's got support with him, then spots a gap, but tackled well on the Wigan 10-yard line. The last tackle this time. Edwards back to Botica. Botica puts the kick in. Penrice takes it well, runs it straight back at him. But fairly upended by Skerritt. Marwood on the Mulligan, taking it standing still. Armstrong, but just can't free Mulligan as he tried to offload that ball and gives Wigan possession. Edwards onto Skerritt. Skerritt still on his feet, a bulldozing run. Edwards at the hub of things. Goes blind onto Clark. Nobody with him though, and that's the first time that's happened today. Panapa gonna run it in field, then offloads onto Robinson. Robinson onto Platt, and then onto Betts, but Betts is tackled well. We've got to move on the left hand side. Robinson onto Edwards, and wide. But good tackling again by Town, extinguished the danger. It's the last tackle. The fire onto Edwards, watch the runners. Cowie looking to free it. Offside there though. Martin Afire, the guilty man, as Martin Dermot leaves the field. Wigan injured player. I'm sure the result, it looks like an ankle injury, and I'm sure we can say that that's the effects of the ground. It really does look very, very hard and crunchy out there now. So Wigan, an enforced change as Town continue. Onto Riley, drives it straight at them though, but gets no change out of the Wigan defence. Onto Scott, another good run by Scott. But Mr. Holdsworth stops the clock. So Barry John Mather comes into the fray for the injured Martin Dermot. Scott just goes to the blood bin. So Gary Schubert returns. Roskell onto Oglenby, running it a bit short. He's freed the ball though, but no, referee Mr. Holdsworth said it was pulled out, so it's a penalty to Town. Mulligan, it's a good punt to touch. puts the pressure on Wigan, close to their own 22-yard line. Crowd trying to lift Town. On to Schubert. Schubert, another good run by the prop, still on his feet. Roskell this time on to Riley, trying to drive it to the posts. Roskell onto Marwood, Marwood onto Armstrong, then to Marwood, switched again and again onto Ogilvie, but just no way through. Marwood onto Armstrong on the narrow side, then onto Roskell, onto Marwood, then onto Riley. Riley through the gap, he's got Mulligan with him. Is Mulligan in? Yes, he is! And Mulligan opens the scoring for Town. Town are back in it on 34 minutes. And you can listen to the crowd, you can tell what they think of that. I thought for some minutes they'd gone back home, but obviously not. They're alive and kicking, and so are Town. Mark Mulligan, what a try that was. I'm sure that's one to tell all his fans. And listen the crowd. Town are back. So Marwood trying to knock over this conversion, and it's there. So Town are back in it. 18 points to 6, 35 minutes gone in this first half. They've put up a good display in this opening 35 minutes of Town. Trail Wigan by 18 points to 6. And to be honest, it rather flatters Wigan. Mr. Edwards having a word with Mr. Holdsworth. As Farrer prepares to restart. Kicks it deep. Taken well by Ogilvie, who drives it straight back at them. They've got new heart now since that score of Town. On to Carter. Took it standing still as the Fire does the tackling. Riley. Cowie looked a little offside as Town go on the narrow side. Skerritt does the tackling on Ogilvie this time. Roskell trying to go himself, still going Roskell, looks for support, to be back to one. Well spotted Mr. Holdsworth. Town come up with another set of 6. Roskell onto Marwood, Marwood onto Riley, drives it straight back at them. Wigan looking a little vulnerable on this very, very hard icy surface as Kerr comes running at them right through Edwards. Good run by Kerr. Crowd being really behind them now, being held down. 3 minutes to go before half time. So Marwood tries to have a potted goal. Well, Town currently top of the 3rd division. Wigan currently top of the 1st division. And really, to be honest, they get no change out of this 3rd division side. They've given as much as they've got in this opening half of Town and have a chance to narrow the gap again. Marwood, long way out. Is it there? But he's just pulled it to the left-hand side of the post. So it'll be a dropout. Town get possession again. Very, very slippy underfoot for kicking today. So Botticut prepares to restart. Straight down centre field. Taken by Schubert, but it went behind him, then picks it up. Charges back at them as he tries to spin out the tackles. Marwood tries to go himself. Tackled by Betts. Really does pick his size, Dennis Betts, doesn't he? Armstrong. Another good run by Armstrong, going down the middle. Skerritt finished the tackle off. Marwood. Onto Mulligan, but Mulligan's tackle just short of halfway. Roskell Blind again onto Armstrong, looking for support in field, but, well, referee Mr. Holdsworth gives a forward pass. Now then, about a minute to go, plus any stoppage time. Can Town keep Wigan at bay for the rest of this first half? Wigan lead 18 points to 6 as Robinson prefers to feed, comes up with it. Onto Edwards. Edwards onto Farrer, they've got a fire in the line, opts for Bell, then onto a fire. Fryer pushes one off, inside to Panappa. Panappa then offloads onto Botica. Botica onto Clark. They've got heaps of men over on the far side. If it goes wide, Barry John Mayer that opens those big legs. Runs at the Town defence, but good tackle by Penrice. Edwards wide onto Robinson and onto Farrer. Farrer onto Bell. Bell tackled well by Burns and Bond. Panappa from acting half back onto Edwards. Edwards trying to fling it wide onto Betts. Looked to be tackled, but nothing given by Mr. Holdsworth. Edwards is there to receive it, then onto Platt, but he's lost the ball. Knock on. So, few errors there. End result, scrum down. It's into stoppage time now at the end of this first half. Marwood to feed, very little time to go. Well, surely he'll penalise for that, but nothing. Wigan wanting to put a big push on. Marwood feeds, comes up with it onto Penrice coming in field. And there goes the half-time hooter. Wigan opened the scoring on 7 minutes with a Botica try on the far left. Goaled again by Botica. 6 points to 0. 21 minutes. Betts got a good try. Again under the post. Goal by Botica. Panappa went in under the post. Goal by Botica. 18 points to 0. And then Town came back with the best spell on 34 minutes, ending with a Mulligan try, which was goaled by Marwood to leave a half-time score at Derwent Park. Workington 6, Wigan 18. So as the teams come out for the start of this second half, as we can see, there's a lot more frost on this pitch. It must be very, very hard down there now as Mr. Holdsworth prepares to restart. Mulligan kicks it deep. Taken well. Barry John Mayer there, runs it back at them. Very, very big man this. On for the injured Martin Dermott. Robinson, Mr. Clark. And on to Panappa. Kane comes blind. Platt inside onto Skerrett. But there's nowhere through. Good tackling again by Town. Edwards onto Betts, then onto Cowie. Town's tackling's up to it though. Edwards probing at the hub of things, acting half back. Onto Clark, that looks forward. Well spotted by Mr. Holdsworth, just held it a bit too long. Sure Andy Platt will claim he was a bit too quick. End result, it's a scrum down on the halfway line. Marwood prepares to feed. Comes up with it. Onto Burns, running it infield. Steps round Bell, but just slips on halfway. Carter onto Heppy. Heppy has a run at them. Again on the blind side. Schubert pushes Betts off, still going. Brought down just outside the Wigan 22. Roskell, miss out Keir, then onto Marwood. Carter, wider onto Armstrong. Armstrong going down the middle, but just tackled by Cowie. Roskell quickly there onto Marwood, still going left onto Heppy. Heppy still pushing them away. But it's brought down on the 22, it's the last tackle. Mulligan hoists one. Straight up. But Edwards dumped to the ground by Mulligan. Wigan trying to run it away. Betts. Short of the 10-yard line of Wigan. Wigan still in possession. Edwards. But Skerritt still on his feet. But he's brought down just short of halfway. A fire from acting half-back, wanting to get into the thick of things. Still on his feet, jinking and pushing them off. But he's then upended. Last tackle this time. Edwards has got to put pressure on him this time. Goes to that man Edwards. Hoists one. Will they call for it? Mulligan takes it well. Goes round Mather, still on her own. Ooh, looked to be a clash of heads there. But he's okay. Penrice. But only runs into Betts and Skerritt. Marwood. On to Carter. Carter looks for Ogilvie. But tackled by Farrer and Skerritt. Will force him back, but he's got rid of it. On to Schubert. Schubert runs at the fire. And Edwards. Well, surely he's being held there, but nothing given. Well, it is now. Said it, shouted, held. So Marwood kicks and again makes ground into Wigan territory. Roskell on to Riley. Riley runs it into field, but did well to keep in field there. Marwood on to Carter. Carter on to Schubert. Schubert trying to step it in field, couldn't get past them. Roskell on to Marwood. Marwood on to Armstrong, trying to work a move. Heppy, but tackled. Marwood trying to wriggle his way around. Roskell on to Burns. Burns trying to force his way through, but the struggle to bring him down. It's the last tackle. Roskell on to Mulligan. Mulligan hoists one. That's a better kick. Dropping on the Wigan 22. But taken well before he was upended. Wigan 10 yards from their own line, trying to run it out. Clark then onto a Fire. A Fire running it back in field, looking for support, but Heppy nails him. He didn't like that. As the saying, Cymru dropped him like a sack of chatties. But Wigan still in possession, but deep in their own 22, struggling to get it away. Schubert eventually puts the tackling in on Bet. Oh, there's danger, there was a gap there, but Ogilvie spotted it quick and closed it down. Wigan on the attack. Platt looking for support, finds Barry John Mather. Mather's in the clear, finds Betts, and Betts knocks on. Well, he had a walk in and knocked on. So Town have got Ian Scott returning from the blood bin. So Scott returns. Wigan still lead, 18 points to 6. 6 minutes gone in this second half. Marwood switches it blind onto Kay. Kay trying to run round Farrer. But Farrer's up to the task. Does the tackle in. Heppy. Onto Scott. Scott trying to run it round Betts. Betts does the tackling with a Fire. Still going Scott though. Good run by the man. Roskell onto Marwood, then onto Armstrong. Running it into Platt and Cowie though. Roskell onto Marwood, switched onto Ogilvie. Good dumping, penalty. Very, very dangerous on this surface. Well, did that warrant a sin binning? Dennis Betts argues. I can't say he's got an argument, really. Must know that's an offence, so Mulligan kicks the touch. Finds a good touch and again takes play into the Wigan territory. Roskell onto Riley. Riley, another good strong run by the prop. Not the biggest of man, but all heart. Roskell onto Scott, running it infield. Roskell again. Missed out one, then onto Carter. Carter, dummy Kay. Thought he was brought down by Betts. Roskell onto Kay. Kay runs at them. Still going, looking for support. Finds Carter. Still on his feet, Carter. But again, good play by Town. Roskell goes blind. Armstrong onto Penrice. Penrice takes it. Is he over? Yes, he is. And Penrice is in for a try. That brings Town back into the game. And listen to the crowd. Wigan, you are in a match today. Town out of the gap on 48 minutes. Paul Penrice from that wide pass from Colin Armstrong. Well, you can listen to the crowd now. Great try by Town. I'm sure a lot of Wigan people were coming here and after they went into an 18 points to nil lead, expected them to romp away with it. That hasn't happened, and the score now is 18 points to 10 after leading 18 points to nil. And listen, this crowd sing. So Marwood from this near touchline trying to reduce the deficit to 18 points to 12. Crowd hushed. Is it there? It looks good from here. And it's there. Marwood brings them back to within 6 points. $18 points to 12. Granted, it's a very, very slippery service, but Town are playing their hearts out. This crowd is right behind them, and Wigan are looking very, very shaky. Farrer restarts. Taken by Oglenby, drives it right back at them. That looked high by Skerritt. Well, what will he give? He's given a penalty. Will it be any more? Well, he's asked to talk to him and he's run away from him. Now, surely that warrants a sin binning. Mr. Holdsworth, a stern word to Kelvin Skerritt. I think he's given him the benefit of the doubt with the slippery surface, but Mulligan kicks and finds touch. So Town back on the attack again. Roskell takes it quickly onto Riley. Wigan are really under pressure now. Riley drives it into the 22. Roskell onto Marwood. Marwood dummies. Roskell trying to go blind, eventually finds Tony Keogh, runs it back in field. Good tackle by Mather. He's still on his feet though. Offload, picked up by Riley. Riley tries to run it back at them, but again Mather does the tackling. All action, 11 minutes into this second half. Town trail 12 points to 18. Carter did well to keep hold of it. Still on his feet. Was that high? Roskell onto Armstrong. Armstrong going down centre field onto Oglenby. Ripping holes into this Wigan defence. It's the last tackle. Roskell on another side. Marwood chip through. Still all on. Mulligan onto Bond. Bond opens up. Then down centre field. Still going Bond. Back to one. Town another set of 6. Roskell goes blind. Onto Marwood. Then Carter. Mulligan up in the line. Onto Heppy. But Heppy's just spilled the ball. Edwards comes up with it. Well, can we catch breath? Wigan try to run it in field. crowd come back to life, or when the town go marching in. Edwards from acting half-back onto Platt, onto Cowie. Cowie's brought down, he's lost the ball. Marwood comes up with it, Roskell onto Heppy. Wigan are looking anything but settled. Marwood onto Scott. Roskell onto Oglenby, another good run. They really are running into this Wigan defence now. Roskell goes blind again, onto Armstrong, infield to Tony Kerr. Tony Kerr, man to beat. The defence closed up well there though. Roskell onto Marwood, looked offside again there, Wigan. Wide onto Mulligan. But Wigan come up with it. Eventually onto Cowie, trying to free the back line. Robinson, but no change out to Riley, has spilled the ball. But referee wants a word. Well, penalises Riley for what he said was putting a punch in. Now wants a word with Mark Roskell and Sean Edwards. From a little tussle I think they had. I think they were just getting introduced to each other. So Wigan wanting to make a substitution, want to bring off Cowie. And listen, this crowd. Edwards off the side of the foot, but finds touch. These big forwards aren't running as strong as they were last time. Now they're going in once, get it, but makes good yardage. Set the moves up now. Miss out Clark, then on to Platt. Town have got an injured player. Betts almost through, looking to offload, but they bring him down. Edwards changes direction onto Clark. Edwards again onto the substitute. Bells, he well to keep all of that, but knocked on. Kay comes up with it. Marwood infield to Heppy. Heppy tackled by Farrell though. Town still got an injured player down, but play continues. Riley tackled by Farrell. Marwood, then on to Armstrong. Thumping tackle by this Wigan defence though. Roskell tackled well there as Paul Burns leaves the field on a stretcher. Been replaced by Gary Smith as Mulligan puts the kick in, but it's out on the full. So this could put Wigan on the ascendancy for I think in the first time in this second half. Hand over. Bell tries to run it, Farah tries to run it blind, looking for support, finds a fire. The fire when he's jumped into touch. Great tackle there. Mark Mulligan, the man. What a good tackle by the fullback. Saved a certain try. The fire wasn't given the outside. So it's a scrum down. Town come up with it, Heppy, tackled by Clark. Smith wanting to get into the thick of things, but again Clark doing the tackling. Oglenby running straight and hard, but only into Platt. Town keeping it tight. Heppy onto Scott. 17 minutes gone, Wigan lead, 18 points to 12. Mulligan again puts the kick in, it came off a Wigan hand, it's all on. Panapa trying to run it wide, but only runs it into Roskell, and that's not recommended. Tackle just short of halfway. Betts Still going, Betts. Robinson. On to Platt. Platt looking for support. But again, he's bottled up there. Good defending by Town. Clark. Well, Panapa almost stationary. I'm sure they even thought there was an infringement. Wigan. Edwards has got a line out, but Betts knocks it on again. Smith picks it up, still going. That looked a little high by Bell. But Town showing Wigan absolutely no respect whatsoever, and Wigan just do not like it. Armstrong again running down the middle. Roskell again quickly onto Tony Kay. Kay trying to push Robinson off, still on his feet before he's brought down just short of halfway. Roskell onto Marwood, then onto Riley. Riley drives it into them. Last tackle this time. Well picked up by Mulligan. Mulligan puts a kick in over the Fire's head, and a fine touch finder behind the Fire, which takes play within about 10 yards of the Wigan line. 21 minutes to go in this game. Workington trail 18 points to 12, but are certainly in the game. Edwards now at the scrum half position as Wigan again put a push on. Edwards fades, but they've lost it. Town come up with it. They're under more pressure at Wigan. Marwood does well to keep it in play. It's back to one. Heppy runs at the defence. Well, if Town were to equalise, the crowd would go absolutely wild. Carter, short ball onto Scott. Roskell again on the narrow side onto Ogilvy, pushes one off inside to Mulligan. Mulligan still on his feet, wriggling, but still on, back to one. Kay drives it to the line. Oh boy, have we got a ball game. Roskell onto Armstrong. Armstrong looking for support. It's held up about 8 yards short. Roskell blind. Then switched onto Ogilvy. Ogilvy 5 yards short. Roskell onto Tony Kay. Kay held up about 3 yards short. Can they carry that the way over? Roskell blind onto Marwood. Marwood onto Heppy. Heppy short ball onto Mulligan. But they just can't free it. It's the last tackle this time. Will they keep it on the narrow side? Heppy onto Marwood. Marwood chips through. But it's again fly hacked dead by the Wigan defence, who are under severe pressure here. Town want to make a substitution. Peter Riley comes off for Gary Schubert, who's back in the fray. Riley's had another barnstorming game, but Wigan restart. Over the head of Scott, who turns and takes it right back at them. Well, a good run by Scott, who offloads onto Schubert. Schubert pushes off Edwards. Great play by Town. Crowd right behind them. Carter onto Armstrong. Armstrong pushes them off. Offloads. Rather loose. Carter picks it up though. Then frees it onto Ogilvy, who slips. Well, it's frenetic stuff. Schubert. Marwood inside onto Heppy. Heppy's broke the first line. He's got Roskell in support. Onto Mulligan. Mulligan still going. Well, was that an offside? But no, Wigan come up with it as they try to pull it away from their own line. But the Town tackling's up to it. Wigan again camped in their own 22, try to drive it away. They've got the big men to do it, but are struggling at present. Again, good tackling by Town. Scott again up to the task. 22.5 minutes gone. Town lead 18 points to 12. But Wigan put a kick in. The Fire chases it, but it beats everyone and goes into touch inside the Town 22. So they scrum down inside the Town 22. Marwood to feed. Come up with it onto Smith, running it infield. But fairly upended. Marwood onto Tony Kerr. Roskell onto Armstrong. He's had a good game and again goes down the middle and makes good yardage. Roskell onto Carter. Carter onto Heppy. Heppy drives it into Mather, but makes good yardage again. Roskell onto Penrice, now in the centre position. Last tackle. Roskell back to Mulligan, who steps round one, then puts the kick in. Looks a good touch finder, and it is, and that's brought the crowd to life. These big Wigan forwards are just sauntering back now. Town have had most of this second half. Must have been a strong cup of coffee at half time. As Town again put pressure on. Scrum down deep in Wigan territory, but they come up with it and try to drive it away. Edwards wide onto Bell. Bell runs into Oglenby and Schubert, but Schubert brings him down, stuck to his task well. Bottiger slips as he takes that one, but Schubert again does the tackling. Edwards onto Clark. Clark going like a train, still on his feet, still going Clark, but Armstrong wrestled him down. A fire onto Edwards, got men over, still going. Bell onto Farrer, but Smith does the tackling very, very well. A fire, last tackle, but just chips it into touch, trying to go on the outside. And really, this man Martin a fire, fast as he is, he's had no space and very little time. His Town defence closed him down every little chance he's had. And for about only the second or third time in this second half, Wigan are in the Town 22. Marwood feeds. Heppy comes up with it. Good straight through, saves Mr. Holdsworth. Marwood feeds, comes up with it, onto Carter. Carter trying to step round Farrell, but does the tackling. Heppy from Acknarf back, onto Kerr, trying to wriggle his way through. Armstrong, again goes down centre field and makes good yardage again. Roskell onto Schubert. Schubert runs it through Skerritt. Roskell onto Oglenby. Oglenby trying to step inside. Offloads onto Heppy. Heppy trying to dodge around Betts and Edwards, but to no avail. It's the last tackle. Back to Mulligan. Mulligan, grubber kick. Will he find touch? It's just too far. So about 13 minutes to go. Can Town retrieve anything? They trail 18 points to 12. Onto a fire, but again given no time or space, and he's dumped to the ground. Betts, dummies plat, and then he's tackled on halfway. Bell goes on a run himself, but again dumped to the ground. They're showing no respect for this Wigan side. Edwards, jinking run, looking for support, find Bell again, but he's lost the ball. Town come up with it. Hey, what the crowd think of that? Bond trying to run it infield. But Mulligan tackled. Marwood looking for runners, finds Schubert. Schubert drives it into them before he's tackled just short of halfway. Happy from acting half back. On to Tony Kay. Kay trying to run it wide of the ruck, but tackled by Faddle if around the neck. Marwood puts a kick in, but just goes dead. So again, it'll be a tap on the Wigan 22. Nobody's left this ground today. Panapa. And again the Town tackling's good. Robinson from acting half back goes himself, but Schubert and Carter do the tackling. Panapa onto Edwards, then onto Bell. Bell looking to try to free the back line, but again Roskell and Kay dump him to the ground. Edwards goes blind onto Betts. Betts tackled by Heppy and Smith though. The fire onto Edwards. Edwards onto Clark. Clark frees the backs. Dangerous, get it. Offloads, lost the ball. But again, it's extinguished, last tackle. And they come up with it. Edwards, they're offside there. Oh, ball bounces. Penrice eventually picks it up. Slipped through his hands. And Mulligan was the man to save the day. Smith trying to run it away. Still going, Smith. Good run by Smith. Second half substitute and warm into the task. Roskell onto Armstrong. Armstrong looking for gaps just round the fringes. Roskell did well to keep hold of that. Schubert still going, Gary Schubert. Roskell onto Carter. Carter onto Heppy. And with about Carter, is it too far? Yes it is, 2 yards too far. Unlucky, so it's a handover. And really now with about 10 minutes to go as Oglenby leaves the field on the far side, being replaced by Peter Riley. So Riley back on for the injured Oglenby as Wigan again come on the bang. Robinson. But again, good tackling by Town with 9 minutes to go. They've really got to believe that Town can come back and win this game from Wigan. Robinson, then onto Edwards eventually, onto Betts, took it standing still, then goes down the middle, but nowhere through. Will they try to set up a drop goal position? Clark trying to go himself, but again there's still 3 in on the tackle, but Wigan edge closer to the Town try line. Edwards onto Platt. Good tackling again, last tackle. Got to put pressure, Botica's waiting for this one. Goes back to Botica, no pressure on him. But it's off the post. Mulligan again comes up with it. So we know what Wigan's tactics are. As Town onto Scott, tried to drive it away, but good tackle in there. Oh, Town spilled the ball. Wigan come up with it. It's danger here. Mather do well to keep him out. He's got him in over a Wigan if it goes left, but lose the ball. Edwards still on his feet, onto Clark. And Clark goes in for a try. So on 72 minutes, Wigan score for the first time in this half. Phil Clark. And that could be the nail in Town's coffin. But the game isn't over yet. So Bottica, as he prepares to knock over this conversion. Bottica. And it's there. So that takes Wigan into a 24 points to 12 lead. So can Town come back at them? There's about 6.5 minutes to go, plus any stoppage time. Wigan want to make a substitution, but can't before the restart. Taken well. Then on to Mather. Good run, but again good tackling by Heppy and Armstrong. Bell. Carter did well to keep hold of him, but he's freed the ball. Faddle inside to Panapa. Riley, good tackling back by the prop, as Wigan were going at full pace. The Fire tries to spin it wide. They've got men over. Betts running through the gap to nobody, and it's knocked on. Town come up with it. Trying to run it from their own line now, Town. Heppy, he's had another good game. Marwood onto Tony Kay. Kay trying to run it wide through Farrer, but again bring him down. Inside onto Schubert. Schubert drives it in field, but they struggle to bring him down. Marwood onto Carter. Carter onto Scott. But another good run by Scott. Last tackle this time. Can they put a bit of leather on it? Marwood back to Mulligan. Mulligan. Good spiraling kick taken well by opposite number Bottica. Good tackle there by Armstrong and Schubert. In field. Robinson onto Platt. Another good run, but the Town tackling's been excellent today. Nothing set up. Edwards. Then on to Faddle. But stop him on the Town 22-yard line. Penrice the man. Bell onto Edwards. Pushes off Riley. Goes wide. Fenced it to Panapa. Panapa. But Bond sticks to him like glue with Riley. Last tackle. What will they try? Goes blind. Skerritt. Skerritt runs into Heppy. Still on his feet. Onto Bottica. Bottica hoists one. I think it's got snow on it, that one. Bounces. Armstrong first there though. Town close to their own line. Penrice tries to run it away, but forced back. Marwood tries to go himself. Heppy trying to push them off, but lost the ball, stole from him. About 3 minutes to go. Wigan lead 24 points to 12. So Mulligan prepares to kick to touch, which he does. Crowd again trying to lift Town. Schubert. But Wigan seem to have got a new lease of life in these last few minutes. Riley drives it at them again. Does Peter Riley and makes good ground again. He's had a good game. On to Tony Kay. Kay barging and still going, looking for support. Good play by this recent signing from Barrows. Town tried to spin it wide, then feed it back inside to Armstrong, going, changing direction. Another try would be very, very worthy for Town's performance. Mulligan from acting half-back. On to Carter. Carter onto Marwood, then on to Scott. Scott frees it back to Marwood, then on to Mulligan. Mulligan runs it straight back at them, trying to spin it wide. On to Heppy. Heppy on to Smith. Smith trying to run round a Fire, but a Fire does the tackling. Last tackle. Heppy on to Mulligan. Mulligan, chip over the top. Well, is it a try? Is it a try? But the ball was spilled, but he managed to ground it. So it'll be a dropout from underneath the Wigan posts. And really with just under a minute to go, Town have played superb. Botica drops out. Good kick taken by Scott, close to his own 22-yard line, where he just drives it back at them. Mather does the tackling. Marwood onto Riley. Riley trying to run it wide. Marwood onto Armstrong. Armstrong dummied, then tried to go himself. But again, another penalty. Indisciplined by Wigan. Less than a minute on the clock. And Town set something up. And there's dying seconds. Crowd trying to lift them for one final attack. Roskell. Dummies. Then on to Mulligan. Marwood. And there goes the hooter. And what a tremendous ovation this Town team are getting. They've played the Wigan superstars, and they were down at 18 points to nil, made it 18-6 at half-time, scored the opening try in the second half to make it 18 points to 12, before Clark went in on the 72nd minute to seal the game with a final score of 24 points to 12. But you can hear what the crowd think of this. They're getting a standing ovation, and boy, do they thoroughly deserve it. It's been an absolutely super day out for all the crowd, a very, very large crowd. Town really have given 110%, and the ovation that they're receiving as they go down the tunnel is more than they deserve. They really have played superbly. Wigan on the day, a very, very slippery and cold day, but up to the challenge, and we'll go into the semi-final draw. But boy, do they know they've had a game at Derwent Park today. So, as the Wigan players sign autographs, the Town players go down the tunnel to a tremendous ovation from Derwent Park. The final score, Workington 12, Wigan 24. We're very, very proud of the 15 men you had out on today.
I'm absolutely proud. I thought it was a fantastic display, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that we could have won that game at 18-12. I think everybody that was inside Derwent Park thought that we were going to do it. I mean, Tony Kay and Natalie missed scoring, I would imagine, by inches, and we created one or two good chances. They were on the rack and they knew it, and as far as I'm concerned, they got out of jail.
The lads out there have really performed admirably, and the crowd really did their part as well.
Oh, the crowd were absolutely fantastic. We'd appealed all week, myself and Peter Walsh, and we'd asked that they got behind them, and they did that. But I mean, to me, the most satisfying thing about today is that we proved that we can compete with the best of them in the First Division. There's many teams over the last few years, and certainly this season, just haven't competed with Wigan at all. First Division sides. I mean, world-class sides. Most of the First Division sides this year have been heavily beaten by Wigan. I mean, there was a 40-odd pointer on Sky Television the other night against Halifax. I mean, and they've bought players worth a fortune. Our lads just about turned them over today, and turned them over admirably.
Where do you go from here? Is it a good thing in some ways that you're out of the Regal Trophy and you can now concentrate on the Third Division?
From a spectator's point of view, I'd hate to admit to that, but I must admit it is a relief now, because Peter and I are having a hell of a job of focusing the lads' minds on the Boxing Day game. But it isn't just Boxing Day. I mean, it's every single league game. Our major priority is winning the league, and second to that, we want to get to Old Trafford to the Premiership to the Premiership final. That's on, and we have a side capable of going there.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, Alan.
Peter, spoke before the game. Your feelings now after it?
Well, Howard, I can speak on behalf of the players. They're disappointed in their performance, and so am I, you know, not on commitment-wise, but our ball control once let us down again, and it got turned into 18 points. And on that side score of things, the players and myself are disappointed, but commitment-wise, I promised the town during the week and the supporters that they'll give 100% commitment, and I don't think anyone that left the ground today would doubt that.
Did you put anything in the coffee at half-time?
Well, we just talked about the simple things, you know, we're getting too wide around the rucks and allowing them too much yardage, and, you know, we had to work and stop their first ball carriers, you know, first and second ball carriers, and spin the ball a bit wider, you know. I said, we're committing a bit of suicide, just trying to go through them, and we spoke about trying to go around them, and in the second half we tried to do that, and it paid dividends.
Are you now slightly relieved you're out of the cup and can focus on the league?
Well, it's disappointing losing any game, but to us to come back from 18-0 down, it's a tremendous commitment and effort by the players. You know, I don't think any First Division side, regardless of who they are, would come back 18-0 down off Wigan, that's for sure.
So you must have been very proud of the lads that are out there, and there wouldn't have been one man a match with 15.
Yeah, tremendous effort for the whole 15 of them. You know, as I said, they'll put in commitment week in and week out, and they can be sure to be on Boxing Day also. So
now the Boxing Day clash to come against our neighbours from Whitehaven, how are you looking forward to that?
Oh, good, you know, we picked up a few injuries today, I believe, so until we check on things on Tuesday night, I won't know how to prepare, and with the break-up over Christmas, you know, we'll probably train Tuesday and see how many injuries we've got and see how many training sessions we're going to have.
Peter, a thoroughly deserved and superb performance today. What do you think of the crowd that got behind them?
Yeah, tremendous effort. You know, we knew the crowd would get behind us, and I'm sure the boys give them plenty of shout about today, that's for sure.
Thank you, Peter, and all the best on Boxing Day.
Thanks, mate.
Okay. Morning, congratulations on the win today, but were you shocked by this Workington performance?
Oh no, we've had some spies up here in the last few weeks having a look at them, and you know, we knew we'd come up here today and it'd be a tough game, and you know, they're a very good side. They played particularly well, and I'm sure they'll shock a lot of teams. It's a very good side, the Wigan side though, and you know, the guys sort of knew what they were doing, and you know, when 18-0 in the first half, I thought things were pretty comfortable, but you know, when you play against good teams, they don't give in, and Workington didn't give in. They hung in there all the way and put a lot of pressure on us late, so you know, full credit to them, they played particularly well.
At the end of the day, as you say, when you're 18-0 up, at 18-12, was there any flutters in your heart?
Oh no, I felt comfortable enough with the game. With about 10 minutes to go, I had a look at the scoreboard and I thought, gee, well, we don't want to come back in the middle of next week if they did get a late try. So, you know, I sent a message out to the guys to kick a field goal, and as it turned out, it hit the post anyway. But you know, like I said, they battled on really good, and they were always a chance to win the game. And if you've got a side that doesn't give up and they hang in there and they play tough like that right to the final whistle, well, you can't ask for anything more.
Just on a personal point, John, you're going to be your last season at Wigan. You're going to new pastures?
Yes, everybody at Wigan knew that this season was going to be my last, and the players all knew, the directors knew, so there was no shock about the fact that I was going, but the people from New Zealand made me a good offer, and they came over to see me, so I was happy enough to, you know, to sit down with them, talk about the offer, and it's going to be an exciting time in New Zealand, and you know, I'm looking forward to that challenge. But that out of the way, you know, I've just got to do my best now with Wigan, and you know, and hopefully we can go on and win the First Division Championship.
You must take away a lot of memories from Great Britain, though.
Yeah, well, I came over here for 2 years and I've stayed for 4, so that pretty well sums it up.
Just as a final word for the clubs, how do you see Workington going from here?
Well, they've got to get into the second division, and you know they'll certainly make an impact in that second division. They're a very good side, and you know I can see them, provided they can play that well away from home. You know they should finish very high up in the second division next year. But it's hard to keep a side together when you start to build a side. And, just got to keep the good players here and keep them happy and keep playing like they did today, and the future looks bright.
Thank you.